Well, we want to thank Cindy for coming today. This is Cindy Sardo. She's the author of the Cooking School series of books, which we have here in case you'd like to pick up one. But she's going to be doing a demonstration today, so thanks a lot for coming, Cindy. And
thank you for having me.
Looking forward to it.
All right, well, we are having this event today because we are trying to promote a mission called Kids Cook Monday, which is a pretty newly formed organization that aims to have families cook with their kids on Mondays, meals that don't have any meat, meatless Mondays. So that's how I got invited here. They had heard about Kids Cook Monday here at YoYo Joe's and knew that I was the author of this series, so they invited me in to try and help promote families in this area to have a Monday that is meatless. Okay, and so I'm going to teach you a recipe today that you can make that will indeed be meatless and healthy. Okay. Now, one other thing that I talk about when I go and visit different schools and organizations is trying to teach children that they should eat a rainbow of foods each day. And boys and girls, that's how you're supposed to eat really healthy. You should think of the rainbow each day and make sure that you're eating foods of all different colors. Okay, for example, look up here. This would be a red food, of course. You should have red foods and green foods and orange foods and yellow foods. This is a red onion, but it's purple. They're also, blueberries are very healthy, those are purple. So you should try and eat a variety each day of colorful rainbow-like foods. And parents, good idea for you. I didn't bring this up today, but if you create a rainbow at home, have your child color it and just hang it on your refrigerator as a reminder that they should eat a rainbow each day, okay? Not just foods that are like tan, like the color of chicken nuggets and french fries and potatoes and that type of thing, okay? Colorful foods. So the books are all about this really silly teacher, and her name is Mrs. Chef. And the reason I started writing these books is because I was watching Rachel Ray one day, and she was talking about an organization that she started called YoYo. And that helps to try and teach children to eat healthy. So I knew that I wanted to help in some way, so I decided to write this series of books, okay? Because I loved cooking, and I used to be a classroom teacher. So I combined those two things and wrote this funny story about this silly teacher who, believe it or not, every day she cooks with her class. Can you imagine if you were at school each day, boys and girls, and your teacher at the end of the day you put away your books and your pencils and you pulled out aprons and pots and pans and started cooking? Pretty neat, huh? She'd be a real fun teacher. And she always cooks recipes that are really healthy though. And you know what? Look at this picture. Let me show you. When it's time to cook in her class, she dims the lights of her class and she lights a candle and she recites a poem so that they know it's time to start cooking. And this is the poem for this book. Listen up. Cooking school, let's gather up our tools. It's time to mix, chop, stir, and bake. Look at all that we can make. So the children recite the poem, and then after they're done, she blows out the candle, and then they start cooking. And on this school day, they're going to make the recipe that we are going to make today called roasted vegetable quesadillas. And in the books, there are two more healthy, look at here, rainbow recipes. All right, we have some more guests. Come on in. This one's called ratatouille pasta. It's also, if you look at it, it's just like a rainbow. And these are tiny tacos. These my little girls love too. It's like a salsa that you make with black beans, and it's rainbow-like, and you fill them in baked tortilla chips. So they're really good to have after school. And then at the back of each book, there are activity pages where you can actually write in the book. So it actually is a really perfect fit for Kids Cook Monday because you as a family can cook the recipes, get your kids in the kitchen with you, get them touching healthy foods, and then tasting them and smelling them, of course, and then completing the activities at the back of the book. This is the fall one, and back here there are some others, the winter, spring, and summer book. And people often ask me, what are the plans next to Mrs. Chef? And I would love to do holiday ones eventually, but we're promoting these right now. So let's get started making roasted vegetable quesadillas. Boys and girls, when you start in the kitchen, first of all, you always have to make sure that your parents are with you. That's number one. You can't ever go into the kitchen without them knowing that you're going to be cooking. Secondly would be to wash your hands really well to make sure that they are very clean, and pull your hair up and out of your face so that no hair gets into your food. All right, so those are the first things we do. And then, let's see, we have some stations set up over here. I'm going to call some volunteers up to cut up some peppers for our recipe. Okay, so let's see, can you come up and do the yellow pepper? She's going to be doing yellow foods. And it's okay, we're not going to, obviously, we don't have the facilities to wash our hands. These will not be part of our recipe. We're just going to practice cutting. Pick a cutting board. You want to come up? Orange food, another red pepper. Carrots are a little more difficult. I'm going to show you how to cut them. How about you back there in the white jersey? Yep. He's going to do our onion. Is that 4? All right. So, I have my knife. So everyone can sit. You start, and you're going to trim both ends. You girls could be doing that, and you can wait for the different pepper. You're going to cut, take out the inside, and then cut it with your pizza cutter. Pizza cutters are good because they're not obviously sharp, and kids can actually use them. They're pretty easy to use. Sometimes scissors are also good. Just make sure that they're only used for kitchen. Here we go. Here. Okay. Nice and patiently. I'm going to start cutting the onion. Same thing to trim off both ends. These aren't hot peppers. You're worried about touching your eyes. You should keep them away from your face when you're cooking. You're thinking of jalapeno or any of the hot peppers. Okay. Can you pass the pizza cutter to him so he gets a chance? Perfect, because they're all going to be roasted and become sweet and tasty no matter what shape. Anything that is bite-sized, like this, I'm going to put it on the cookie sheet. That's good. Let's move on the sheet. Cut some vanilla. Let's start with the carrot up here. Boys and girls, carrots are very, very hard, and so they should be cut by the adults, whoever is supervising, and they become real tasty and sweet once they're in the oven. I'll do some more red onion. Can you take a seat? I'm going to have someone else come up and practice. Would you like to come up? Come here, sweetie. You can cut some orange pepper. Can you reach? Here, come over here. All right. Hannah, can you use that piece of butter? All right. We're going to hold it with the one side. Once you get them all cut, you're going to put them on the cookie sheet. Just throw them on. Take them up and go put them on the cookie sheet. Good girl. Very nice. Thank you. All right, so